coronavirus to get us on our game so that we can start on time. And here we are virtual. I don't know. I thought it went pretty good last week. What do you think?
Yeah, pretty good. I think so.
I thought so. You know, I went home and I said to my wife, I said, how did it go? And she said, oh, it went great. And I said, it went great? And she said, well, I said, spell it. What was it? She says, you know, when the cantor was singing? I said, yeah, that was beautiful. She says, you were singing too? I said, no, I wasn't. I was just, she said, you were singing. I said, I was trying to go, you there at some. Well, your mic picked it up. All right, so listen. I'm going to do my best to sing along, but not like into the mic, okay? But forgive me if I oversing.
Yeah, my dad was pretty funny too. He goes, I love the rabbi so much, but maybe you could ask him just to sing a little quieter. It was pretty cute.
All right. You know what? Here we forgot our handheld mic. So everybody,
oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody who's on the temple live stream missed
They
our
missed
opening.
it.
They missed our opening little bit.
Too many microphones.
Too many microphones. We
wires.
just made a little joke about starting on time. Now we're going to make another joke about not starting with our microphone.
With our microphones, yeah.
So we're now actually, before services officially start, we are doing the announcements. So you may think because the building's closed, nothing to do. Like Cantor and I we're just sleeping, walking the dog, sleeping, and walking the dog.
That sounds so nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
But somehow, in the last 2 weeks, we had to kind of transform the way we did things, and believe it or not, we're offering a lot of things online. One of the things I'm proud of is the ability to learn Zoom. Now, it may not have been Zoom for me to learn it, but I've gotten there. So if you're afraid you can't learn it, trust me, you can learn it, you'll use it, and guess what? When this is all over, you'll think, God, you know what? Zoom is a great way to have meetings and to learn in ways we never thought possible. So tomorrow, for example, at 8:45, I have my Torah class. And you just have to get out of bed, bring your Torah commentary, and we have an hour where we have a great time discussing the weekly Torah portion. And then later on in the week, I'm going to be doing something with Rabbi Cohen at Temple Sinai. What did we decide to call it? Two rabbis?
Two rabbis, three opinions,
Right.
a discussion with rabbis Cohen and Axelrod.
All right, and we'll be talking about the Torah portion, maybe some other things, and it'll be at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. And I know that you've been pretty busy yourself.
Just a little bit. So we have this great new website that we are in collaboration with our sister synagogues in Los Angeles. It's called JewItAtHome.com, and you can go there to find programming not just from our synagogue, but from all the synagogues on the West Coast that are part of this program. And they list things like our services, but also fun stuff like baking and yoga and all kinds of stuff. And so one of the things that we're going to be offering, we offered it once this week, is something called Neshama Flow. Our board member, Cassidy Wertheimer, is teaching a beautiful soul flow class of yoga and Tai Chi and Pilates, and then we're adding some beautiful meditative prose, and that'll be next Thursday at 4:30 p.m.
You know what? I think I might take that. What do you think?
You probably should.
I need the stretching.
Yeah, you're not very flexible. It might help a little bit.
It might help.
And then we're going to also have our Hebrew boot camp. Me and my best friend, Cantor Lizzie Weiss from Temple Emmanuel in Beverly Hills, we are co-teaching Hebrew boot camp for beginners, adults, and kids, 3:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And let's see, there's so many things to be announced.
You and I were going to do something together on Thursday.
On Thursdays at lunchtime at noon, we're going to do something called the Weekly Schmooze, and we're going to do something kind of like this.
Yeah, a little bit lighthearted, a little bit, we need something lighthearted.
And we kind of miss each other, so it's good.
So even though we're, what do you call it, social distancing, right, we'll find a way to communicate and chit-chat a little bit.
Yes, and also, if you are missing the cuteness of baby Emmett, you can join us on Monday and Thursday nights at 7 p.m. for Lila Tov Song and Story Time.
You know, Emmett's getting more hits than anyone.
I don't know how this happened.
I don't know. I can put up a sermon, I'll get 50, 60. He gets 6,000. He's going to have a fan club.
I think he does, yeah.
I think that is the truth, pun intended. So guess what? Before we go into services, we got to announce that life is imitating, reality, because we're being filming. Right now, our good friend Trisha Keene brought out a camera crew, and tonight, during the 11 o'clock news, they're going to be showing us web streaming so that they can share with the whole community this innovation of having services online. So Should be pretty cool. It'll be tonight on Channel 13.
Yeah, and so I want to make sure we interact with you as best we can so it feels like we're in the same room together. So I'm seeing some of your comments and some of your entrances into the room. A lot of Shabbat Shalom. So we say Shabbat Shalom to a lot of people on this list. I won't read everybody, but I'll just read you what I see here. So we say Shabbat Shalom to Sonia, to Anita, to Marilyn, to Susie, to Faye, to Trish, to Carolyn, to Danny, to Jolie. There's a lot.
This feels like when I was a little kid in Romper Room, and you wouldn't know this, but she would hold this magic thing and say, I see. Forget about it.
Okay.
You're too young. Anyways, those folks are all on Facebook Live, and some of you are on the Temple web stream, so we can see you a little bit better on Facebook Live, but both work. So you want to get going with services?
I think we should. I want to hear somebody pray.
All right, let's hear it.
We welcome John Henderson on guitar. I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody pray. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody sing. I want to hear somebody sing. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody sing. All right, we're going to ask you, and if I can see your comments, we'll call on you. But Rabbi, in the meantime, what do you want to hear or see or feel?
Laughter.
I want to hear somebody's laugh. I want to hear somebody's laugh. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody's laugh. All right, what do you want to hear, John?
Smile.
He wants to see somebody smile. I want to see somebody smile. I want to see somebody smile. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to see somebody smile. There's so many. I'm not going to get to all of them, but I'm going to pick them. Oh my gosh. Okay. I want to see somebody dance. I want to see somebody dance. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to see somebody's dance. All right, how about dream? We haven't had that one in a while.
Good.
I want to see somebody dream. I want to see somebody dream. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to see somebody dream. Let's do one more. I like play. Let's try that. I want to see somebody play. I want to see somebody play. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to see somebody play.
Shabbat Shalom again, everyone, and welcome to our monthly Shabbat in the Round service. For those of you who have attended over the past year and a half, you were probably wondering how Cantor and I were going to pull this off. After all, Shabbat in the Round is typically created by forming a very close-knit set of chairs and tight circles inside another circle, so that everyone purposefully is sitting close to one another. And here we are at a time when purposefully we are supposed to be socially distant. So you're wondering, how are we going to pull this off? And we wondered the same thing. So hopefully tonight will be the answer. And you'll realize that Shabbat in the Round, although the physical seating is important, what's most important is the idea of Shabbat in the Round, don't you think?
Absolutely.
That's right. And so it's beyond just the seat, it is an idea. It's a style of music.
The style of prayer.
It's a style of prayer. And so we hope that the style of music and prayer will make our virtual community feel that they are part of this Shabbat in the Round experience, and that the melodies, whether you know them or not, they'll carry you forward and make this week a very, very special one. And so tonight we ask that you sing along or listen, enjoy the melodies, and the ones that you know, we hope that you will love hearing them again, and if you've never heard them before, they're pretty catchy. So enjoy tonight, Shabbat in the Round. Shabbat Shalom.
Join me. I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody pray. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody pray. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
So tonight, our sermon is really about 4 big ideas that Judaism contributed to the world and that changed the world. So I began with a thought. What is Judaism? A religion of faith, a way of life, a set of beliefs, a collection of commands, a culture, a civilization. It is all of these, but it is emphatically something more. It is a way of thinking, a constellation of ideas, a way of understanding the world and our places within it. Judaism contains life-changing ideas, and these ideas have not only changed our lives, but the entire world. There are so many ideas that Judaism has brought to the world that we take for granted every single day. But remember, there was a time when people lived life very differently, approached the value of human life differently, and justice very differently. Jewish ideas and values, many of which stem from our Tanakh, our Bible, have been transformative. So the first big idea of Judaism is that of ethical monotheism, a belief in one God. There has been, for most of recorded history and before, a way of recognizing a sense of the divine. There's something in human nature that knows that there is something bigger, different than us as humans. But most cultures had a view of the deity as being pluralistic, that there are many gods, a god of rain, a god of lightning, of thunder, of the sea, or maybe just 2, a god of goodness, a god of evil. But we were the ones who said, no, there's only one God. And that idea was transformative. It was not an idea that came immediately, even to the Jewish people. We had to evolve into it. At first, our idea of God was that our God was the number one and that there were lesser gods. Mi chamocha ba'ilim Adonai, who was like you among the gods, small g, that are worshipped. And eventually, when we made our way from Egyptian bondage and into the desert for 40 years, that's when we forged and became a people. And our belief in one God, an ethical God, came to being. And that was an idea that we gave not just to the Jewish people, but eventually to all of Western civilization.
So we prepare to bring in the light of Shabbat. If you have Shabbat candles at home, we encourage you now to light them and to join us in the blessing. Ya Elai, 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 Ya Elai, 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 Ya Elai, Elai, Ya Elai, Elai, Ya Elai, Elai. bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. May you have a peaceful day. Shabbat Shalom. May you have a restful day. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat.
As we light the candles this Shabbat, each in our own homes, may our kindled lamps, each its own point of light, join as the stars in the heavens, a community together welcoming your Shabbat peace, your Shabbat love, your Shabbat joy into our homes, your day of rest that together we welcome more than ever before.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu. Lehadlik ner, lehadlik ner, lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We continue by calling upon the Shabbat angels, Shalom Alechem, by one of our favorite composers, Joe Buchanan. Shalom Alechem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem leshalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Verse 3. Barchuni l'shalom, malachei HaShalom, malachei Elyon, mimelech, malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzidchem l'shalom, malachei HaShalom, malachei Elyon, mimelech, Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Alechem. Let me hear your voices. Shalom Alechem. Shalom Alechem. Shalom. Shalom Aleichem. We rise if we're able. We can rise within our own hearts for the Baruch Hu, the call to worship. A beautiful midrash depicts Adam's first night on earth, alone in the garden. He shudders as the sun begins its descent from the sky. fearful that it will never arise again, and he will be relegated to a lifetime of darkness. Watching, waiting, his weary eyelids grow heavy as the last light fades, until the first gleam of daybreak emerges from the horizon just hours later. The light has returned. Adam realizes that this is the way of the world, the passing of time, the seamless flow of light into dark, and darkness back again into light. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. All right, if you're a B'nai Mitzvah student and you're practicing for your bar or bat mitzvah, I want to hear you loud and clear as you chant the Ve'ahavta with me. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam beshivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech ושוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
With a belief in one God as the foundation, the second big idea of Judaism is that humanity, men, women, children, were all created in the divine image, B'Tselem Elohim. This again, not a given. Some of these things that we take for granted today, we think, Really? It's so obvious. But really, this is an idea that Judaism gave to the world. B'Tselem Elohim, that we are created with that divine spark, that there's something unique about being a human. But even today, that value, not totally embraced. There are parts of the world where human life is worthless. Slavery still runs rampant. People's lives are discounted. People are dehumanized. In fact, every time a society seeks to destroy human lives, they begin by dehumanizing people, by making them other, by saying that the enemy is somehow less than. Could be a race, an ethnicity, a religion. But as soon as you isolate people and stereotype people and dehumanize people, that's when we destroy that value of them being B'Tselem Elohim, created in the divine image. And by destroying the connection between being human and being created in God's image, when that happens, well, it becomes so much easier to discount your fellow neighbor. And that's when moral decay sets in. So we have to remember, B'Tselem Elohim, that we are created in God's image and that the responsibility is not just between us and God, but between each other. And if this time of the coronavirus has taught us anything, it is that we live in a world that is interdependent. The virus does not care if we are rich or poor, black or white, Jewish or Gentile. In living in one world, we recognize that we are all equally vulnerable and our survival depends upon the dignity, respect, and holiness by which we hold human life. We are all responsible, one for the other. B'Tselem Elohim.
We thank God for miracles.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai. Who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai. Malechutecha ra'u vanecha bokeayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam ze'eli anu ve'amru Adonai loch le'olam va'ed. Who is like you? Adonai. Who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai.
The composer of that Mi Kamocha was Josh Nelson, and the composer of this Hashkivenu is our very own Becky Mann. We ask God to shelter us tonight as we lay our head down.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim l'chaim Ufros aleinu Sukkot shlomecha Ufros aleinu Sukkot shlomecha amen. When I lay my head down tonight beneath your shelter of everlasting light, Lord, may I wake to a world renewed, filled with love and gratitude, filled with love and gratitude. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim l'chaim Ufros aleinu Sukkot shlomecha Ufros aleinu Sukkot shlomecha amen.
The third big idea, Shabbat. For many around the world each day, it's a work day. 7 days, even today. Each day is one where they struggle to find food and clean water. Each day is a struggle to find clean air and a space to call their own. Giving up but a single day, impossible. Shabbat for them is but a dream. For we who live normally under such blessed circumstances, the struggle for Shabbat is quite different. We face many distractions, a lot of competition for our time, responsibilities that don't always allow us to simply stop. Remember years ago when there was a commercial on television, it was a scene of a man next to his wife, and they were enjoying time at the beach, and the commercial came out with this whole new innovation. I don't know whether it was the cell phone or the ability to fax you anywhere or to leave a voice message, whatever the new technology was. The point of the commercial was, hey, we can find you anywhere, 24/7. You don't have to be distanced from work. And that was supposed to be a good thing. Oy vey. Technology is a great thing when it allows us to come together, but sometimes it's intrusive. Now we struggle. We fight with the cell phone. We say, it's Shabbos, it's family time. Put down the phone. Don't look at each other by texting. Look at each other and have a conversation. And so it was the Jewish gift that said, enough, enough. Find each other, find your sense of family, find your sense of centeredness, find your sense of godliness. It's not just a day where we do nothing. It's a day where we center upon the things that, well, the rest of the week we just don't have time for or make time for. I don't know. We look at this time, almost a weird kind of self-imposed Shabbat. I know we're busy and we're worried and we're distracted in so many ways, and I get that. But just take a moment. Let it be Shabbat in the most positive sense of the word, where we are with family, we are with friends. Our faith with God is strong. That is the Jewish gift, the gift we call Shabbat.
And as we do put down anything that we think of as work and we begin to look inside, we rise. Whether you want to rise in your living room or your kitchen, wherever you're watching the service, or you want to just rise within your own heart, we rise to call attention, to show our reverence, to say, we stand for you, Adonai, our God. And when we say, Adonai sefatai tiftach, Adonai, open my lips, we're asking for something. We're asking God to heal us, to guide us, to inspire us, to protect us. So we begin with these words of the Amidah, and we rise, Adonai, love me. Adonai, love me, Adonai, love me, Adonai, love me, please love me, Adonai. So this is your chance if you want to chime in and ask God for something, and we'll sing it aloud together. I'm going to ask God because we all need this right now. Adonai, heal me, Adonai, heal me, Adonai, heal me, please heal me, Adonai, protect me. Adonai, protect me, Adonai, protect me, Adonai, protect me, please protect me, Adonai. Inspire. Adonai, inspire me, Adonai, inspire me, Adonai, inspire me, please inspire me, Adonai. Teach. Adonai, teach me, Adonai, teach me, Adonai, teach me, please teach me, Adonai. Bless me. Adonai, bless me, Adonai, bless me, Adonai, bless me, please bless me, Adonai. And we turn back to Adonai, love me. Adonai, love me, Adonai, love me, Adonai, love me, please love me, Adonai. We take time for a silent Amidah. We can focus our thoughts on the themes of the Amidah, or we can focus our thoughts on the prayers within our own heart. When you've completed those prayers, please be seated. Adonai, love me, Adonai,
Love me, Adonai. Love me, please love me, Adonai. Yehiu leratzonim refi, v'hegion libi lefanecha. Yehiu leratzonim refi, v'hegion libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri vegoali. Adonai my rock, Adonai my rock, Adonai my rock, you rescue me. Yehiu leratzon imrefi, v'hegion libi lefanecha. Yehiu leratzon imrefi, v'hegion libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri vegoali. Adonai my rock, Adonai my rock, Adonai my rock, you rescue me.
Misha Berach. Hard to believe that 20, 30 years ago wasn't an iconic foundational part of the Reformed Jewish service. It took Debbie Friedman to recognize the power of prayer and our need for prayer in times of loss, but especially in times of crisis when hope of healing is needed. And so we take a few moments to think of those people in our own lives who are in need of our prayer. Members of our family, our friends, people who we know, and really a lot of people who we don't know who are facing the fear of the coronavirus. We think also of those who are caregivers. Think about all the doctors and the nurses and the social workers and clergy, all the people who are involved in all different walks of life, who are ensuring our sense of safety. And in so doing, they not only put their lives at risk, but they see things that tear at the heart. And so for the caregivers and for those who work hard to keep our world safe and whole, they're included in our prayers as well. And for those who struggle with matters of the heart or the mind, we ask that they be emboldened with strength and courage and faith. Put a special little prayer out there to members of my own family. You know who they are, some of them battling some illnesses. We all have loved ones, and we want them to be strong, and so doing we are strong. But now we turn to God, we sing our Misha Berach. In so doing, we don't just put our faith in God, we put our faith in the doctors, but really the power of community and the power of love. So to my family members, to my friends, this prayer is for you, it's for all of us. Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of shelema. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
If you are able, you rise and face east for the Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kecho hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech, Malchei HaMlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'nemar V'haya Adonai L'melech HaKol HaAretz Bayom Hahu Yeh Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad.
The fourth big idea has a lot of competition. Judaism has influenced our lives in so many ways. The system of mitzvot reminding us of our obligation to tikkun olam, repair of a broken world. That should be the next obvious choice. Kindness to those less fortunate, another biggie. Treating our neighbors as we would want them to be treated. The establishment of a justice system. Jewish. Ethical eating, kashrut, the list goes on. As I said, a lot of competition for the next big idea because there are so many. But as we approach the Kaddish, perhaps the big idea I want to share is that Judaism introduced the idea that this life is not the only life, that there is more. A lot of Jews don't realize that. And though we may have many views of the afterlife, as I discussed in last week's sermon, there is a transformative belief in hashgacha paratit, a divine providence. Rabbi Sachs from England wrote an article in which he taught, whenever something unexpected has happened in my life, I have always asked, what is heaven trying to tell me? How does it want me to respond? Given that this has happened, how shall I turn this moment into a blessing? Over the past few weeks, I have heard many theories suggested to me about what's going on now in terms of what God has in mind for society. Rabbi, have you noticed how clean the air is now? In Los Angeles, the smog seems to have dissipated. Did you see Italy, where the gondoliers used to guide their boats? You can see fish in the water. I don't know. Perhaps we are reminded that we can all work together and impact our climate. We argued about that for so many years. Perhaps now we understand when we all pull together, we can change the world. Look how much we have done in such a short time. Another idea suggested to me, Rabbi, I have never felt closer to my neighbors. Rabbi, my kids and I are spending a lot of time together. We never had that before. You know what? I was in the supermarket, and there was just one roll of, well, you know, Rabbi. But the person looked at me and said, you know what? You take it. It's okay. Small acts of kindness, especially under stress. Small acts of kindness come to the surface. I could go on, but I guess my point is that as we remember our loved ones by saying Kaddish, we also remember the lessons learned from our loved ones of past years. It was that they too faced adversity, but it was their resilience that allowed them to live full lives. They too faced hardship, but they had the ability to pick themselves up again after a fall. That was what made the difference. And when we remember them and have faith in Hashgacha Peratit, divine providence, perhaps our world won't immediately change, but our response to the world will. Oh God, watch over us, and for the sake of our loved ones, past and present, be with us, and may the power of your love be a constant in our lives. Ideas change lives, and great ideas help us to have courage, to have happiness, and to live lives filled with blessing.
You can go ahead and start giving us the names for Kaddish of those who have recently died or those you're observing Yortzeit for. It takes a second to get to us.
Those who sow in tears will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy. It's the song of the dreamer. From the dark place it grows, like a flower in the desert, the oasis of our souls. Come back where we belong. You who hear our longing cries, our mouths, our lips are filled with song. You can see it from our tear-filled eyes. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy.
So we say Kaddish for Danny Golden, Eugene Miller, Jerry Countess, Albert Rosenblatt, Gloria Heyman. We recall the Yortzeits of Robert Abrams, Charles Amira, Troy Bartlett, Cyril Bass, Julia Kermahimias, Ada Chaikin, Julius Korn, Gerald Crone, Joseph Dandon, Pearl Davidson, Jordan Dreyfus, Nadav Lee Engel, Manuel Ferenz, Bernard Fisher, Charles Samuel Friedberg, Jenny Gersler, Celia Goldstein, Kevin Healy, Muriel Haytow, Reba Komoto, Jason Koret, Louis Kaufman, Saul Levinshon, Stephen Levitt, Geraldine Jerry Linker, Henri Magalnik, Solomon J. Mink, Kate Pollins, Charlie Rosenfeld, Myra Ross, Jacob Rubin, Helen Samuel, Dora Sanoff, Paul Schurman, Michelle Schlesinger, Shirley Stolberg, Bess Sundelson, Derek Alexander Thomas, Sherman Titans, Susan Ruth Weidenfeld.
So I'll start with our YouTube feed: Jerry Fox, Bernice Dewald, Myra Ross, and our Facebook feed: Barbara Ann Manasco and Michael Witthaus, Jay Nelson, Tyrone Perry.
And so as we think of all these and so many others, if you're able, please rise as we join in our Kaddish prayer. If you have a prayer book at home, it's found on page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yalma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedachol be Israel, v'agalav izman kariv yimru amen. Yehi shemei rabbah mevorach le'olam omeil maya, Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit ba'ar v'yit ramam v'yit naseh. V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shmei kusha b'richu, leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, damiram b'alma v'imru amen. Yeheshlam araba min shamaya v'chaim, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Ose shalom b'mromav, uya ase shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Those who sow in tears will reap in joy.
Well, before we conclude with our final song of Oseh Shalom, let's invite those who are watching at home, if they have a little bit of challah or wine, to join us in Kiddush and Motzi.
All right, so we have our Kiddush first. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Okay, we have to be safe for the challah. I have gloves and everything.
Oh my God. All right.
Social distancing, no germs. Okay. It's stuck on my ring. Oh, look, the challah's already in half. One half for you and one half for me.
Well, good, because I don't have a glove.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'tei Avon, we hope you're enjoying delicious Shabbat dinners at home and have a cookie or something sweet to celebrate the sweetness of Shabbat.
We join in Oseh Shalom. Thanks for being with us. Hope you'll be up bright and early to join me in Torah class tomorrow at 8:45. And thank you, John, so very, very much.
Thank you.
And
tomorrow night, Havdalah, if you want to join Heather Klein and I, we're going to be leading Havdalah for Jewish Nevada for their Torah Talk series. It's at jewishnevada.org/Torah, and that'll be at 8 p.m. tomorrow night.
all right. Oseh Shalom. Here we go.
Oseh shalom b'mromav. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. I want to hear your heart. 1, 2, 3, 4. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.